Boys and girls, we waited so long and now finally it is paying off. The new huge BedWars 1.10 update is finally here, bringing us a bunch of super awesome quality of life changes, new modes, some never expected items, and much needed ticket machine changes. But this update actually has a twist no one saw coming, and it has to do with this image that I will show you uncensored in this video. This is so exciting, I honestly can't wait, so let us get immediately into it. Let us go ahead and start with the new items they have added. And yes, that thumbnail wasn't clickbait. I am in an actual BedWars game right now, and this is the maze. But let us start from the beginning here. A lot of changes have been made to the rotational items. Packed ice, formerly part of that category, is now a permanent item. You can see it right here, purchasable for 8 iron. Some rotational items have been repriced, and sadly some of the most OP items, including the sleeping dust, have been entirely removed. But that's already it for the less exciting stuff, because here we go. This is a maze for 3 emeralds, and this is the wind charge for 3 gold. While wind charges are basically firebolts that only boost, push, and move you and deal no damage, break no blocks, and light nothing on fire, the mace is now probably BedWars' most powerful weapon, working pretty much exactly like in the newest Minecraft versions, just with the exception that this jump functionality that you get boosted up once you hit a target does not exist. But that already brings a very valid question to light: how is this possible on 1.8? Well, basically on the newest versions we actually have ourselves the wind charge and the mace right here. But on 1.8, the 2 items are getting emulated by, as you can see here, snowballs and, well, a stone shovel. This is more than exciting because in the past Hypixel already mentioned how they are aiming to use the newest Minecraft version's amazing features to potentially also improve their most popular minigames like BedWars, or at the very least create sequels for them. So this is a step towards more newest version involvement, and a very well done one as well. Currently both the maze as well as the wind charge are both rotational items, as you can see in this tab right here. Quote, we're going to keep wind charges and the maze rotated in for the coming weeks to see how they play out. We'll make any necessary balance changes to one or both items if need be. That is a very smart decision in my opinion. I absolutely love those changes. Let's just hope these items are not too overpowered though, as I could easily see my time in BedWars ruined until the next item rotation on Thursday. So usually the quality of life changes are some of the least interesting changes of an update, but in this case, and trust me on that one, they're some of the most exciting ones. First off, there is a new Dreams Mode calendar, allowing us to finally see which Dreams modes in which order are coming up. This is also helped by this little text right here that actually tells you when the next Dreams Mode rotation is going to happen. I really like this, but as you can see, I had to censor it a little bit because I don't want to spoil the new mode they have added yet. We will look at that later in this video. And speaking of very good looking things, boys and girls, we have all been waiting for this for actual ages, especially since Skywars has had this for so long. The prestigious, including mine, are now actually showing up on the leaderboard in their correct colors. This is an absolutely amazing change the community has been waiting for forever. Next up, we have the hotbar manager. I think we are all super annoyed by this bug, that after you died, your tools were randomized in your hotbar. At least I did take a lot of very unnecessary losses thanks to this. Now they finally added tool-specific hotbar management. The way you get to this menu is simply by clicking on the emerald in your hotbar, then clicking on BedWars settings, and on this icon right here, and boom, an axe and a pair of shears have now been added. So we will finally never have to deal with this bug ever again. Let me just go ahead and do it myself real quick because Trust me, this is something that annoyed me for so long. There are a couple other changes as well. For example, there's a monthly sorting option on the leaderboards now. I have to admit, I didn't even know that didn't exist before. To combat team griefing in castles, you can now no longer place TNT next to your own team's beds, you can no longer purchase traps after your bed has been broken, and you will now get kill credit for getting a kill by deflecting a fireball. And speaking of this mechanic, there are also 2 new achievements added into Bed Wars, one for doing exactly that, getting a kill by deflecting someone's fireball, and one for using the punch to deposit chest mechanic. Obviously, the ticket machine doesn't remain untouched in this update, bringing us one of the most amazing features ever. Finally, you will be able to roll the ticket machine more than once per spin now. Up to 100 times, aka 7,500 slumber tickets can now be used at once. Just like this. And then you can see the results by hovering over here. In my case, I got almost 60,000 tokens, 2,400 XP doublers, and, well, 2,025 tickets. That's our current year. That's pretty cool. I have been waiting for this for so long. Thank you, Hypixel. This is so cool. They also made it so the message of whatever you receive from the ticket machine will now only displays for yourself. And we got this cool new menu. For those of you who didn't know, this is actually also a new menu, and in my opinion it looks super clean. We have this button that allows you to roll the ticket machine and also explains how to select between the different amounts of rolls you want to do at once. Then there's this showcasing the percent chances for each drop. This is such a well-made UI. I really love this. I mean, look at this. And obviously we have our XP doubler section where you can see what XP doublers do and how many you have. So all in all, the most awesome ticket machine changes ever. I love this so much. You can't believe how long I spent just sitting on my laptop in school, back in med school, on the bus or wherever, and just trading these frickin' tickets. It's amazing that this is now possible. That was honestly needed. But boys and girls, without waiting any longer, let's review the brand new mode they have added. Yes, it is a Dreams mode called One Block, a never before seen concept. And I will actually go ahead and test it for myself right now. Okay, let's hope this queues. I think you can already see the premise of this mode. Do I have to say anything? This is my very first time queuing this, and I'm a little nervous. Okay, let's go. Here we are. Some people are already fallen. I got 2 blocks apparently. Let me read out what exactly it says in the... Why do I have pants? Okay, apparently you start out with a pair of pants. And you do actually get blocks very frequently. But without any further ado, let's actually get into what exactly this mode is supposed to be. The changelog reads, One Block Bed Wars is our most chaotic dream mode yet. 8 players will spawn on top of 8 beds suspended above the void. And every few seconds, you'll get a random item. Just like regular Bed Wars, you'll need to destroy and then kill the other players to win. And well, now I spend a bunch of time reading that, and let's take a look at all the items I got so far. Okay, these are the items. Most of these not too useful. Obviously, if you do get a fishing rod like that guy over there, that definitely is useful. Oh man. Wait, someone's bed got destroyed. Who did that? Oh yeah, over there. The guy with the fishing rod got obliterated. This guy feels like... Oh my god, that's gravel. Are all my items gone now? Yeah, right? Oh my god, I started with 0. Okay. He just wants to block me off. Okay, wait, what if I... Frick. Okay, he actually broke my bed now. But even now, I don't have any way... No, don't follow me. Okay, maybe the spider can keep him distracted? All I want is peace! Okay, I didn't win that. Well... Well, okay. After playtesting this mode, this is a goofy mode. I would be scared to actually be able to get the 10 wins for the Dreams quest, but it feels like this is a rather fast mode, so I don't think I have to be scared. This is definitely something completely new for Hypixel at least. Other people have done this, but for Hypixel, this is a very new and creative thing. This was actually a pretty enjoyable mode. And just like Hypixel is also phrasing it on their changelog, I'm also super excited to see what the strategies are gonna be. Well, interesting mode. Now let us get to this update's dark secret, however. I have to admit that I was incredibly disappointed initially when this update released, because I thought it was just way too little content for the big Bed Wars 1.10 update that we have been waiting for 2 years. It was also so weird that we got promised a bunch of new Slumber Hotel content with the new quest lines, but none of that ended up making the update. All my concerns got swiped off of the face of the earth, however, when Hypixel finally released the changelog, which reads, "We decided to split this update in half, as we didn't want the Slumber Hotel expansion to hold back the rest of the update." That also explained why the update was released around 1 to 2 months earlier than what they had announced initially. And not only do they go ahead and share exclusive concept art with us, but they actually give us a preview of what the second part of this update will deliver. Yes, this is not Skyblock content. This concept art was made exclusively for BedWars. It seems to showcase NPC skin concepts with the upcoming Slumber Hotel questlines and some existing NPCs as well. Bro, legit, this is some of the most exciting and beautiful pictures that I've ever seen. This makes me so hyped, even though these are just some skin concepts, not gonna lie. Now, last but not least, let us take a look at what the admins are planning for the second part of this update. In addition to a major new progression system added to the end of the Slumber Hotel, we are also refreshing all of the existing content in the hotel to smooth out progression and improve the new player experience. This is hinting at the promised long-term progression system that I am honestly super excited for. BedWars needs this, and I love the admins for giving us exactly what most of us probably want and need. Next up, it continues with, "We want to focus more on making maps for non-core modes such as 4v4 and Dreams modes this time around, although core modes will still likely get some new maps." Do you still remember that castles map they added and then deleted after like 2 days? I would be super excited to not only see more Dreams maps, but to maybe even see exclusive Dreams maps for every single Dreams mode. So this is also super exciting. And while they are also planning on adding new challenges, trust me, I will eventually do the last 5 of the current challenges and release that video on my second channel. They're also planning on ruining my life by adding prestigious up to level 10,000. Yes, I am not kidding. Look at this. And that is all they gave us for this changelog, and I am very positive that within the next 1 or 2 months, just as announced, the second part of this update will actually release with a bunch of new Slumber content and all the other stuff that we are still waiting for. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely love the first part of the Dream Feast update, but what is your opinion on these changes? Write it down in the comments. Definitely subscribe to my channel and activate notifications, because I promise you, once the second part of this update releases, I will be there to inform you and give you all the information you need in a follow-up video. Now have yourself a wonderful rest of the day or night, and